Hi, today I'm here to talk about that I could install the Linux Mint on my old laptop. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. I didn't I did nothing since the past video. I don't did the things I didn't the things that I said that I would do in the video, but I would do these things. But when I was doing these things, I clicked to start the computer and the computer started. I put some ladders and they started the Linux Mint. The Linux Mint 100% functional, the Linux Mint working. I don't know why it happened, how, but I did nothing since the past video. I did that things. I used the same plugin. I used the Ventoy instead of Balina Nature and the Rufus. I used the same pen drive. I checked if the ISO was corrected, and these things worked. Now I'm a laptop with the Linux Mint working. I used this pen drive, like I said. I would use this pen drive today to install the Linux Mint to try again, but I could. Now it is working. It's working. I will show to you. This is the laptop. This laptop only works with energy, with the cable, the wire. I will run. Appears the Samsung, appears these ladders here. This ladder is talking about something, and the Linux Mint runs after these ladders. Then appears the Linux Mint background, my username, the computer, the keyboard, the time, the things, the normal Linux Mint. And here I needed to put my password that I set before the installation. It is a normal thing in Linux. I think that every Linux must have a password. I think it is a must, a Linux have a password. I will put my password. And here I connected with the internet. I have the Firefox, the packages, the terminal, and it's working. I can start the Firefox and type anything, access the Amazon to buy books. And I don't needed to do anything. I joined. Apparently the start screen. I needed to install some drivers, to install some packages in the installer. The installer wasn't working, then I needed to use the terminal, but it was very simple. I needed to ask for ChatGPT, and I think that in Linux you always need to use the sudo before the code, because sudo is when you are the administrator, like in the Windows. No, I think it isn't it. But the app installer, the updated installer package don't work, then I needed to use the terminal. It said that wasn't working and gave the code. I only needed to use this code with the sudo before. With this code, I could install the packages, and after I needed to update the packages and restart the Linux Mint. I changed the background, the mouse, the files. You can change everything in your Linux. It's very customizable. I changed some things like in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and now it's working. Have the LibreOffice, the NVIDIA drivers, have the LibreOffice Base, LibreOffice Calc, Draw, Impress, Math, and Writer. The calculator is the normal Linux Mint. Then I could install the Linux Mint. I don't went deep in the Linux Mint. I don't, I used the terminal, I used the advanced terminal codes. No, I only installed and made it functional. I don't not went deep, but it's very important to me. I could install the Linux Mint that I was trying. I went through many days trying to install the Linux Mint. It was very difficult. I needed to do many things, to ask for help in forums, to watch YouTube videos about Linux, to watch many podcasts, listen to many podcasts, ask for ChatGPT's help for many hours. We'll go deep into the Linux. I watched a part of a course in Free Code Camp. It was very difficult to then have the Linux Mint installed in this laptop. Can be nothing to many people, but to me is very meaningful. It's a achievement that I accomplished. It's a task that I did. It's a job that I finished. Then I will use the Linux Mint. I will let me put the laptop here. Then I will use the Linux Mint. I will start to try to do some things on the Linux Mint, use a little bit of the terminal, see how it works. And I'm thinking in my main desktop, start to use the Ubuntu. I'm using the Windows 10 Pro in my main desktop, and I don't like the Windows. I think that the Windows is very, very bad, very awful. The Windows is functional, you can do many things, but I'm learning about software, computer science, Linux world, software development. Then try to use the Ubuntu will make my journey in the computer science more deep. It's better for development. I will know how the Ubuntu works. Ubuntu is used in many servers. I will go more deep in the Linux world to after understand the better Arch and more advanced Linux concepts. For now, I have other things to do, study for the mathematics, study for the Ubuntu. I printed the Ubuntu test of the past year. I was watching a lecture about the Ubuntu, then I needed to study for this test and do other things, but I will, in my free time, I don't have free time, but in the time, okay, I watched it, I'm a little tired, then I will try some codes in the Linux Mint. I will use the Linux Mint while I do my tasks, and learning Linux, use the Linux Mint is also a part of my journey. Learning computer science isn't a waste of my time. I'm improving, I'm learning computer science. Linux Word is very meaningful, use it. Then I will learn more about the Linux. Don't go very fast because I have other things to do. I will use the Linux, start wide, go narrow. I will finish my Linux course. I will use the Linux Mint, see how it works, get comfortable with the Linux Mint, and after install the Ubuntu in my main desktop, because I can't stay without my desktop like I stayed with this laptop, because I have things to do. Then I will learn about the Linux, watch the course, watch about, and I'm thinking which distro will be the best for me, if it's the Ubuntu, the Fedora, or other. I think that is Ubuntu, but this can change. Then I will learn more about Linux, do my Linux course, understand how it works, to put the Ubuntu in my main desktop and make it work without many days trying. Do it in 30 minutes. This is my goal. Then I'm very happy, I'm very proud, I'm feeling that the job is done. The job is finished. This task is finished. This specific job is finished. I installed Linux Mint, now have more job to do, have more work, but this job is finished. I'm with this feeling. I have to study for the Ubuntu. I don't study too much today, but with it I will be more ready for study for the Ubuntu. This is the end of my journey installing out the Linux Mint on this laptop. Now I will go through other journeys, learn more about Linux, learning Python, and doing other things. This part of my journey learning Linux is done, is finished. I hope you liked it. Thank you for your attention. Bye.